Today is likely to be a little bit shorter of a live video. One, because I didn't set up a computer, so I'm just doing it on my phone. And two, because I did 3 devotions last night during our worship event. And so if you haven't seen that, it's still available on the Facebook page. You can just scroll down there. We don't have it uploaded on YouTube, but it is, I think, still on our Facebook page, so you can find it. An hour of great experience worshiping together, and a couple of thoughts on what God might be revealing during Scripture. One of them was from Psalm 139. Psalm 139, as it ended, has just stuck with me since last night, since the worship event. Psalm 139 ends with David saying, "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." And last night I talked about how that is awesome grace of God, that he searches us, and regardless of what he finds, even if he finds anxious thoughts, if he finds offensive ways, that whatever God finds as he searches us, he meets with grace, he meets with opportunity to lead us in the way of everlasting, and he does that work for us. It's through Jesus Christ that he does that. And have just been ruminating on that, and was reminded while thinking about that late last night, and when I woke up this morning, that about 2 weeks ago or so, somebody from our church sent me a text, and their text was an encouragement to me of something that's been valuable to them from a series that we preached long ago. A series, I don't even remember how long ago it was, a year ago maybe, called The Anatomy of a Christian, where we talked through some of what Scripture says about our hearts, about our minds, about our pocketbooks, about what we do with our hands, our feet. It was a topical series about the different things we do as believers. And throughout that series, starting with that first week with heart, there was a question that was encouraged every day to be asked. It was a question that wasn't unique to me. I took it from a favorite preacher of mine named Jeff Manion from a series he had done some years before that, but an application step that simply asked us to ask the question every morning, or to journal or write down every morning the answers to 2 questions or 2 sentences. The first one was, "Today my heart feels," and we had options for it. Today my heart feels sad, mad, glad, excited, afraid, or ashamed, or content. So just acknowledge, search our own hearts, where David says, "God, search my heart and see where my thoughts are," that we would ask ourselves, where's my heart today? Am I sad, mad, glad, excited, afraid, ashamed, content? Where's our heart at today? And start with a prayer to God that's just an ushering of those words. God, here's what my heart feels today. And then a request that followed it. It was usually then a request based on the fruit of the Spirit, and which of those particular fruit descriptions might be helpful for us based on what our heart feels. And so it would be, today my heart is glad, sad, mad, excited, afraid, ashamed, or content. And then the follow-up. So God, please fill me with love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, or self-control. And the quickest and easiest response to that was just to pick like a one-word answer to each of those thoughts. God, today my heart is, personally today, my heart's encouraged. Last night's worship experience, the way my morning went with Mariah and school today, it was an encouraging morning, and so I feel uplifted and encouraged right now. So today my heart feels encouraged, and I would ask God to fill me with, if I was asking God for any of the fruit of Spirit today, I'd probably be asking for kindness. I got agitated a little bit yesterday at some things, and that often for me causes me to be selfish, and I don't want to be selfish. I want to operate with the benefit of others in mind, and I have kindness towards them. And so today I would answer the questions as I would search my own heart. Today I feel encouraged and would hope that God would fill me with kindness. And just as I was still reflecting on last night, that was just what I was thinking today. How do I not just ask God to search my heart, but how do I become aware of where my own heart is? And then what do I want to do in response to that, or what I hope God does in response to that? How do I hope God responds? What requests do I have, or hopes do I have for God as He might reach out to me? And so, just a couple of brief thoughts in the middle of our afternoon lunch rush. I think it's 2 o'clock, and Mariah's just now eating lunch because she got excited about some other things after she finished school. And so I'm hopeful today that that's helpful for you, that you can take just some time just recognizing where you are, asking God to search you and reveal what's true in you. And then as He would leave you in the way of everlasting, He might also grant you some fruit of the Spirit that He's gifted to us as well. Just a short and brief thought. Hopefully it's encouraging to you, and I hope you have a great day.